And welcome back, boys and girls. Today we are on Lesson 16, Session 3. So open your books, please, to page 369. Lesson 16, Session 3. This is a develop using unit rates to compare ratios. Hopefully you got your pencil and we're ready to go. And this is a very real life example of when you compare ratios or use unit rates to compare ratios. Anytime I go to the grocery, I'm trying to figure out which product is cheaper. So that's what happens in this situation. Let's look at this story. Antonio uses dish soap in his recipe for giant bubbles. He compares the prices of two brands of dish soap. Which brand is a better buy? So we've got brand A, 32 fluid ounces for $2.56, or brand B, 48 fluid ounces for $4.80. Stop the video and see if you can figure out which one is the better buy. All right, let's see how you did. The first example I went ahead and drew because, again, it's hard to do it while I'm talking. And this would be with a double number line. Notice that I have the top line is my ounces, the bottom line is my money. So what I'm doing is I'm bringing my 32 ounces and I want to compare it if it was 48 ounces. So the first thing I did was found the unit rate. So I divided by 32 and I got 8 cents. So 1 ounce is 8 cents. So if I know 1 ounce is 8 cents, I can figure out what 48 ounces would be. So multiply 1 by 48, and I multiplied 8 cents by 48, and I got $3.84. So now, which one is cheaper? If A was $3.48 and B is $4.80, obviously A is the better buy. Another way you could have done it is as a table. And you could have figured out that both 48 and 32 have a factor of 16. So if you knew that fact, you could have just made a table, my ounces in money. 32 ounces cost me $1.56, but if I divided it by 2, I got 16 for $1.28. And with product B, 48 ounces cost $4.80. So if I divided this one by 3, I get 16 ounces is $1.60. Again, 16 ounces for $1.28 is still cheaper than 16 ounces for $1.60. So A is my cheaper amount. Let's look at the model and see what ways they did. So look on the next page, 370. The problem again is stated in a table, and you can find the better buy by comparing the unit rates for dollars per fluid ounce. You could use a table. This was like the first one where you divide by 32, and this is what I did on the double number line, and then I multiplied it by 48. Or actually, this one they continued to divide by 48 to see the price. So unit price for brand A is 8 cents. The unit price for brand B is 10 cents. So obviously 8 cents is cheaper. So I found the unit price of both of them. You could have done that. 1 fluid ounce costs how much? And let's look at this second way. You can find the better buy by comparing unit rates for fluid ounces per dollar. I could have said, for $1, how many ounces do I get? And for $1, how many ounces do I get? Obviously, I get 12.5 ounces for $1. That's a better buy than just getting 10 fluid ounces. So several different ways you could set this up, but finding the unit rate is always the most helpful. Let's go ahead and look at page 371 and look at the first model. Why do you divide by 32 to find the unit price for brand A and divide by 48 to find the unit price for brand B? Why don't you go ahead and write down your answer to that? You want to know the price for 1 fluid ounce. So you divide to get 1 fluid ounce in each table. So why you want to find the price for 1 fluid ounce. The price for 1 fluid ounce. So therefore, I'm going to divide by 32 and 48 to get my 1. How can you use unit prices to find which brand is the better buy? So the unit price for brand A is less than the unit price for brand B. That means you pay less for each fluid ounce in A than in B. So once you find the unit price, brand A is less unit price. The unit price is less for brand A than brand B, so therefore you get more for your money. Number 3, look at the second modelet. How can you use the unit rates for fluid ounces per dollar to find which brand is better? So then this time the first time we found out how much 1 ounce costs. This time I'm finding $1. How many ounces do I get for $1? So again, if I get $1, you get more dish soap for $1 with brand A than with brand B. More dish soap for $1 with brand A. So either way, I could have found how much it costs for 1 ounce, or I could have found out how many ounces I get for $1. Number 4, how are the strategies in the 2 modelets similar? How are they different? Well, in both models, you find unit rates. Both find unit rates. And in the first one, in the first modelet, the lesser unit rate tells you the better buy. In the second modelet, the greater unit rate tells you the better buy. So in one, you're finding out which one is cheaper for 1 fluid ounce. And in the second one, I'm finding out how many fluid ounces I get in one for $1. And let's continue. You could have written more of that down. I'm going to not try to write all that. Why can you compare 2 ratios by comparing the unit rates? So the unit rates show the amount for each unit of a given quantity. You compare ratios where the quantity that is the same in each ratio is 1. So when I bring both ratios down to 1, then I can compare the other number. So the unit rates shows the amount for each unit of the given quantity. Show the amount for each quantity when I have 1. Then I can compare them. Number 6, think about the models and strategies you discussed today. Describe how one of them helped you better understand how to solve the triad problem. Maybe just at this point, write down which strategy you find the most useful. Do you use a double number line? Do you use a table? Do you use a division or multiplication strategy? And then let's go ahead and turn to page 371, the apply it. I'm going to help you go through this apply it. Number 7, the table shows the top running speeds for a giraffe and a zebra. Which animal can run faster? So I need to look at that and go, well, the giraffe runs 280 meters in 20 seconds, and the zebra runs 204 meters in 12 seconds. So I need to find a way to compare both of those. Stop the video and see if you can figure out which one animal runs faster. Okay, you could have done this in a couple of different ways. My preferred method is to use division. So I'm going to do 280 meters divided by 20 seconds. So that's going to give me 14 meters for 1 second. And then my zebra is 204 divided by 17, and I get 17 meters per second. So which one is faster? Obviously, the zebra can run faster. Number 8, 4 friends make chili for a chili cook-off. Each of them uses a different amount of hot sauce to make the chili spicy. Which ratio of hot sauce to chili makes the spiciest chili? Why don't you stop the video and see if you can figure it out. Okay, I would have just found the unit for each one of these. So hopefully you found that the answer was A. 15 teaspoons of hot sauce for 6 pints of chili makes the spiciest. And number 9. Deandro's laptop downloads a 9 gigabyte file in 15 seconds. It takes Cheryl's laptop 80 seconds to download a 32 gigabyte file. Whose laptop downloads files at a faster rate? Show your work. So we've got DeAndre's 9 gigabytes in 15 seconds or Cheryl's laptop in 80 seconds. Why don't you stop the video, see if you can find the answer. Okay, hopefully if I did, this one would be DeAndre's, and I could have done gigabytes to seconds. I could have done 9 gigabytes for 15 seconds, and I want 1 second, so I divide by 15, and I get 0 and 6 tenths. On Cheryl's, I have gigabytes and seconds, and I have 32 to 80 seconds. I'm going to divide by 80 because I want, divide by 80. Let me erase. And so that I can now have a second for 1 second. How many gigabytes? I get 4 tenths of a second. So 0 and 6 tenths is greater than 0 and 4 tenths. So DeAndre's laptop downloads at a faster rate. DeAndre. And I wish mine downloaded that fast. Okay, the next part you are going to do on your own. I'll read the example and then you can go ahead and do the ones on this page and the next. 2 teams of students are painting fences at Lakeside Middle School. The blue team paints 15 square meters in 6 hours. The red team paints 8 square meters in 4 hours. Which team paints faster? Well, they used the division process, so they did 15 divided by 6, 2.5. This one did 8 divided by 4 is 2. So the team with the greater unit rate paints more square meters per hour. So the blue team is faster. So then go ahead and answer 1, 2, and the next page, 3, 4, and 5. And double check your Google Classroom to see any other instructions.